interchangeable with
Nose forward on the stick. Man Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 3 mark. Rotate.
Survey says, with you. All right, we should be back. We back. I had to restart. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. So before I used to just kind of let that run. I would let the frame drop run when the internet was tanking on me. But I've noticed if I restart OBS, sometimes we can like just rejuice it up and it seems to hold pretty steady. So sorry for that restart there. It wasn't you. Hopefully you're back live. We're back at it. Round 2 tonight. Hopefully everything goes smooth. I am very excited for this one as we are back in the ATR. As I've said, the best airplane in Microsoft Flight Sim right now, with an asterisk next to it, but I love turboprops. Hopefully you love turboprops. This airplane is just so different and it's fun to fly, and when you have force feedback, it is just game changing. Speaking of, I need to launch my force feedback profile right now. I gotta get the yoke powered up. I had it off here because it does run a little bit of CPU power in the background, the CLS to Sim software. If you are looking at getting force feedback in the future, just be mindful of that. It does add a little bit of CPU loading, but not much. Billy B16, good to see you. Zach Lewine in the house. John Seifert, Evan Blakeman, Billy B16, a thrust set, good to see, man. Can you do a proper elevator aileron procedure while taxiing with wind? I get confused with it. Thank you. Thrust set, I will attempt to go over that as we taxi out. Yes, I will. It's a good topic. Let's see who else we got. TV Flight, Tiger Dudes in the house. Dale Ferrier, Scott, Kyle Ferris, Tom Pasco, Jeremy Harvey back. Good to see you, man. TV Flight, welcome back to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Good to have everybody here. 8 Aaron is back for some more. Good to see you, Aaron. Hopefully we don't have a dark cockpit issue with this one either. All right, let me get ATR-72 profile loaded up and connecting. Who's ready? We got VAL, we've got a flight plan, we've got IVEO, we are ready to go. Our sim is up, our yoke is up and running, so here we go. Los Angeles, gate 46 Alpha, chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me pull up our pre-flight planning software real quick so we can get this all taken care of here. Still an awesome day here in Fountain Hills. Hey, Sim famous. Keep that Fountain Hills, keep it real, man. All right, here we are. Eagle Flight 3056. I started the flight. That's something very important that you need to do when you start the flight. This is us, LA to Vegas. No specific stand booked, but we've got everything there. There's our flight plan per our dispatch software. I have our OFP right here, so we'll get all of our information, our fuel and all that. I did uplink it to the aircraft, so I'll just verify these numbers match once we get in the cockpit. Take a look at our ACARs. Let's see, take a look at our map. Is anybody flying out there tonight? Ooh, we got a couple VAALers out there. We got somebody going Havana to Miami. We got some Boston Charlottes. We got a TWA. Wow, TWA 753. I am in the right VAL, right? Heathrow to Boston. What else we got? Somewhere in Canada to O'Hare. DFW to Salt Lake. Represent, man. Appreciate you. But this is us out here. We're going LA. We're hopping right over to Vegas. It's a beautiful night for flying. No clouds, calm winds. It's a beautiful evening indeed. So we've got that up. I'll verify our flight plan data with the OFP on that. If you want to learn more about VAL, please do check it out. Link in the description or ! VAL, and it should hook you up. Are we in Miami? Top bar says we are. It does it? Well, let me fix that. It sure does. Interesting. All right, we are not in Miami. LA to Vegas. And we need to get the right call sign. Eagle Flight 3056. Man, it seems weird saying Eagle Flight. Hopefully that'll change for you. Let me know if it changes over. Also, can one fly VAL with the E175? Yes, Mick, I believe they are approved. Double check with Piedmont or someone in the, maybe he'll pop his head in here at some point. I'm not, there are some aircraft restrictions, but I want to say off the top of my head the E175 is available. Just it may depend on what sim platform you're on as well. All right. V1 in the ATR is still a better love story than Story Beathon Twilight. All right, yes, it is a true love story, man. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Here we go. Cold and dark. I have not been in this airplane since we last flew it, so I might be a little rusty out of the gate, but we're going to do our best. So up to the overhead. First thing we need to do, let's get our battery on. Turn the battery switch on. It's going to do a little crazy power up thing. I'll switch to the outside view so we don't have to listen to all of that nonsense out there. Oh, my yoke is hanging on my cable. That's not good. I have to adjust that in a little bit. Nightbot did not appear to join the chat, did it? Virtual Aviation Spotter. I apologize. Check the link in the description. There should be a link in there. Nightbot's being a little lazy today. Blue Bear, good to see you, man. Sweet. I've only flown once for Eagle LA on a Saab, though. Yes, I was on an Eagle flight. I want to say it was a Saab, and then I was also on an Eagle 145 out of San Jose. All right, so our VAL light is on. We'll skip our fuel tank pump flow. Actually, we're VAL. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and check our low pressure light extinguish. Low pressure light extinguish. Crossfeed, we get them both. Crossfeed, we get them both. Crossfeed off. That's normal. Dome light, we'll turn it on here. It's going to get a little bit dimmer as we get ready to board. Nothing there. We'll put the nav light on. We'll put the logo light on. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. We'll leave the seatbelts and no device sign off for now. We'll arm, oh, that's annunciator light, excuse me. We arm those. Annunciator lights, we'll put them in the bright position because it's still bright enough. We want to make sure we get max brightness on those. We don't have a, miss a warning light because it's too dim. And that all looks good for the overhead panel right there. So with that overhead done, I'll go ahead and clear this caution. We'll let the airplane kind of wake up. What I'm going to do out of the gate, though, is if I remember, I need to remember where all the lights are here. We're going to juice everything up because it's only going to get darker. So let's juice it up right now. That way, as the sun sets on us, it'll be good. We'll hit the ground control as well to record our communications on the ground. I'll do a magic barrel ref check. And I like to clear out this ICAS thing here. Let me go ahead and delete all use, clear, procedure pending. Hold on. Let's go back to procedure menu, clear these all out. Don't need to worry about those. We'll leave it just there. And we'll go to the procedure menu and we will go down. See, I'm rusty. I forget how to do procedure menu. I did it again. All right, it's the little one. There we go. That's the one I want. Normal procedures, and then final cockpit prep, and then we will skip through that. Parking brake, and we'll leave it right there. Cool. All right. That's the page I wanted. John, let me take a look at this VAL. Let me see what's up with Nightbot. Nightbot, what are you doing, man? Hold on. I see why Nightbot's sleeping. Hold on. Nightbot is now joining the channel. Stand by. Uh-huh. Wait, Nightbot is... oh, that's why. Oh my gosh, Nightbot is on a... Why do I have to do this now? I didn't realize this from the last stream. I guess Nightbot has a whole situation. Enter into this and press save. Well, we're going to go without Nightbot for now. I'll deal with Nightbot here in a minute. No rules! I guess Nightbot updated and it's got to re-manage it. Forget Nightbot. Nightbot sucks anyway. All right. I'll get you guys those links here in just a moment. Let me get the airplane good to go. Over to our flight plan. You can see here that I did import everything here. All caps swearing. Oh, man. Aaron, you're taking the 748 for a whirl. Color me impressed. Hey, Aaron, I told you, man. I told you that the 748 is no slouch, dude. No slouch. All right. So I'm going to set the flight plan. I'm going to... set fuel and payload as well. Set fuel, set payload. Now we're going to go here. I'm going to go load aircraft, and that looks good. Oh, I forgot to double check our zero fuel. Our zero fuel weight is 42.0. So back here, load aircraft, zero fuel, we are looking for 42,000. We'll do that. We'll close that up. We'll set the takeoff trim. And now our box should be semi-complete. Hey, Nightbot's back. There you go. Nightbot is back. All right, here we go. FMS initialization. Pause and knit. We're going to take the GPS pause, initialize, return that. Nav data. This is everything we need, right? Yes, it is. I updated it courtesy of Christy as well. FAA of the chat is back online. Yes, he is back here. Flight plan and knit, we already did that. Weights, this looks good. Reserve takeoff trim 1.5 in the up position. It is 1.5 and up. Fuel flows should be zeroed out, no hotel mode, nothing of that sort. So we can return. We go back to the perf and knit. Our cruise altitude headed over there is going to be, let me see. What did we file? We filed a cruise altitude of 19,000 feet, which that might be asking a little bit much for the 72. So we'll put flight level 190 on there. We'll see if that works out. Weights are already done. Back to the flight plan page. LA, we'll do our departures and inits only after we start up in hotel mode so we can start cooling the aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and turn the wing light on before we go into hotel mode. We're also going to come here and we're going to turn the prop brake on after we hit up the hydraulic aux pump. That says ready. Prop brake on. We'll close it. We're ready. We don't need to start the beacon because we are not actually going to move the propeller. We're just going to get the engine up and running so we can get some pneumatics. So we will move this to starter A, and we should have, hopefully, prop brake is on, hydraulic system lost. That's normal because we just juiced it up, and start. You can hear her spooling up. Wait for about 10%. We'll go into the auto or the feathered position. And you can see she's spooling up. No prop rotation, just what we want. Unfortunately, you can still hear the prop in the sound set, but that's just because we don't have a Boris sound pack. Oh yeah, I forgot the fuel pump. But it should be the number 2 fuel pump. Engine 2 fuel pump is on because we're going to be running number 2. Should have done that, and then we'll put this back to the normal position. All right, with that open, we have pack flow, and we're going to run these down a little bit. And we can go to high flow right now as we get ready to cool the cabin, and we can turn these puppies on. Actually, we'll do those after start. There's really no need to turn those on now. I don't know why Boeing's everybody turns. I mean, I guess the Airbus technically after engine start. Meh, that's fine. Why are these disarmed? Oh no, they are. It's just the weird switch position. We'll get no devices and seatbelts on. Let's go ahead and send the people out. We're going to request a boarding. See where they're going to come from. Now, I don't believe we have anybody online. Let's double check before we give it a full send. All right, nobody online. We are set. We'll get on 122.8, and we got to look at our departure procedure. The Squirrel 2 and the Cresso 5. We got a couple of different SIDs. So LA, we're going to go off of 25 right. And we're departing, hopefully it's in here. Why don't I see the Cresso 2? Oh, it's a Squirrel 2, Cresso's arrival. Squirrel 2, and the flight plan transition was Valley. We'll insert that, and then coming into Las Vegas, hopefully we'll get a good look at the sphere. I'll plan on the 26 right approach, ILS Zulu 26 right, and that's going to be on the Cresso 5. And the transition is Hector, which is not there. Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah, Hector for the Cresso 5. Okay. No transition. We'll close it out. Execute. That is all done. Main flight plan page. Nope. I want the normal page. That's up. All right, they are getting ready to board up. We're cooling down 20 degrees now in the duct temp. That all looks good. Let's finish up some aircraft systems here. I will come over here and we will clear out. Let's work through some of these. Parking brake, altimeters, magic barrel ref key. I just hit that, so that's good. Landing elevation is in auto, and that's checked 2,100 feet right there. FMS comm and nav, we're 122.8, checks. Fuel quantity 3.8, that checks. We'll go ahead and confirm the takeoff data. Engine fuel, we already saw that was 0. Memo panel check. Power management is in the takeoff position right here. That leaves that procedure complete. That leaves before propeller rotation, CDLs, FMS, and takeoff data. Like I said, we got to reconfirm it. Confirm 1.5. Tail prop, we'll wait it there because that's where we have our tail prop. We got the ND up on 1, and I'm going to change this around here. I want to go... how do I do this? Where's the map? That's what I want. Map and ND. Beautiful. We'll zoom this all the way in. That's the page I want to look at. And as far as brightness is concerned, it's on the bottom of these screens. So let's juice both of these up here a little bit. And we got a massive gifted membership coming to the channel. Who's that? That is Casey Olert. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Casey Olert, appreciate a massive $20. I'm sorry. No. 20 gifted subs to the channel. That is very, very kind, Casey. I appreciate the support. If y'all pick up a membership from Casey, make sure you say thank you. That is a massive membership dono to the channel. Appreciate the support. Team Green tonight. Getting into that Team Green vibes as we do a little PM stream, which we don't do all so often here. So appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Catco is also in the house. Hey, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Good day from Ohio. Hey, Catcow, how you doing, man? I took one of your buddies down to Hotlanta the other night. He gave me a reference card for a possible starting over of said career, and I think I'm going to follow up on that. I hope everything is well on your side. I know you got some craziness going on now with Mr. Icon, but always good to see you. Kako in chat, man. Next you says, one day I hope to be a member. Well, you're a member right now. Brian Valdez says, look to the right. We got traffic on the right-hand side? What? Oh, we sure do. Oh, buddy, look at this. Double ATRs. We're going to have Piedmonter coming out of the woodwork. We get any more ATRs in here. We'll watch this guy working. That's a cool view right there. A Tipsy Penguin, welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Always a pleasure. New members joining the chat. Again, I always like to say this when we fly on these kind of off times. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this kind of content. We do all things flight sim here. And we're mixing it up. Normally we stream middle of the day. Sometimes we double up. So welcome aboard, Tipsy Penguin. I just got back from a Virgin cruise. Blue Jets are out of mine. Hey, that's awesome, Cat Cow. That's a good mental reset. Mental health reset, man. I need to do one of those myself. I kind of did one yesterday, but it wasn't a cruise. I just went out on my boat and took the whole day, and it's just a nice day. So I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to do anything. Mental health resets. I've actually flown on an Avianca ATR from Costa Rica to Tegucigalpa. Ian. Okay, I hope I remember that. Ian, we're going to do that next time we fly the ATR. That is a juicy route. An Avianca ATR from Costa Rica to Tegucigalpa. Maybe we will do that next week, because that could be absolutely awesomeness. I'll have to look into that. Been lurking here long enough, figured it was time. Hey, a Tipsy Penguin, I appreciate that support. Very, very kind of you. Cody, have I done any fishing? Yes, I did yesterday, man. I was out. I spent all day yesterday. Just a reset. I went down to the local lake near me, and it's just a mud hole. And I ended up catching a bunch of stripers and hybrids. But I got another tournament coming up in a couple weeks, so I got to start getting prepped for that one. I have lots of jump seat ATR footage from my former regional. That's cool, Operator Dirt. Man, if you can, throw some in the Discord if you're able. We love seeing old school footage. I guess it's not old school, but if you're former footage, if it's former, hopefully it's posted in the Discord. I had a cool video of a Q400 going into, I think it was Aspen or Telluride. I can't remember. I think it was Aspen. Coming in there doing the circle. So I guess they load. I always forget. The passengers just don't load on this. It's just the bags, and then we're good to go. Or did the passengers come out in one bus and they're done? My hometown airport used to be MHTG, and I flew in an Avianca ATR several times, but departing El Salvador. Oh, very cool. Say hi to Mr. Throttletek, Randy, if you're out there in El Salvador. It's officially old school. Agreed. I think so, too. We got one more set of carts. What do we got? Should be ready to go. Short flight, only 44 minutes this afternoon. Guess it's really evening time. I think we're just about ready. Will pressurization fail if you open the... Chris, we'll try it, man. What the heck? All right. They are ready. That means it's time for us to close up shop. Let's go ahead and get the beacon light on. I'm going to go back to normal flow. We'll turn these up a little bit there. Normal flow. Beacon light is on. We'll also close up some doors here. Let's go to the aircraft. Let's go ahead and pull those, pull that. Close the main door. Close the cargo door.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Or leave the chocks in. Oh, sorry. I guess what we can also do too is we can disconnect from external power. There we go. And let's pull the ground power. And now, since we're in hotel mode, with chocks on, we should be able to prepare for pushback and departure. We are American, yes. And they're going to get the tug out. And we're going to get ready to go. We are on gate 46 Bravo, I said. What did I say? 46 Alpha. LA traffic, Eagle Flight 3056 pushing back off 46 Alpha. I love this sound set on the ATR too. It's going to be juicy. Hopefully the audio is okay. I know my mic has been quiet, so I've compensated by turning the sim down a little bit, but hopefully there's a good balance right now. You can still get the juice.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Good evening from a wet and miserable UK. Hi, Alfie Douglas. Good to see you, man. Thank you for the support. 37 months. Goodness me. Appreciate all the support, man. You call it wet and miserable. I like rainy and wet. We also need to be in FMS speeds. We'll do that. With no ATC online, we'll set our final altitude. Like I said, I don't know if we'll get up to 19th thou, but we'll try. I forget. There's no other way to make this faster, right? We sit here and wait for 5 minutes. I thought there was a way to make this move in thousands. Push-pull, maybe? Nose left, tail right, please.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, we're going to do this. Brakes released and wheel chocks released.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
All right, let's go through this. Tail prop, that is on board. Doors are closed. Seatbelts on. Beacon is on. That is checked. We're going to clear that. Move down. Normal. And we'll put it here in the taxi. All right, we are pushing. So we got to unlock. So hydraulic pump is coming on. Prop brake, beacon is on. Prop brake is off. And she's going to start to spin up, which she's doing right now. Oh my goodness, my cam is not on. Give me a second. I hate it when it does this. Every time I normally, I don't know what it is. I have to deactivate it and activate it every time I launch OBS, or else it just doesn't work. There we go. Auto mode. Force Raptor, yeah, it's about 70 degrees here. What? Kutal scripting error. Do you want to restart Kutal? No, it's fine. Kutal's done. I guess our pushback is complete. We'll set the brake. Brakes are set. Pushback complete. We're going to start up number 1. GSX giving me issues today. Maybe we're done with GSX forever. All right. Pump is on. Starter 1. Here we go. Start 1. All right. She's turning. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And fuel on. For some reason, I don't have my power levers bound on this profile. Captain Russia, you have to be approved by a mod manually. So if you just hang tight, you'll be approved. You gotta hang tight. A mod will come give you permissions. All right, we got 2 good starts up top. That all looks good. Let's come over here and we're gonna run through this. Always forget you. TRU is coming on. We're going to skip that. Flaps 15. Nose wheel steering is on. Procedure complete. Taxi. We'll get all those. Cool. We are ready to go. LA traffic. Eagle Flight 3056. It'll be taxi at 25 right. LA. All right. Let's go back to the map page over here. Taxi light is coming on. Man, we keep flying all these airplanes. I keep forgetting where these different light switches are. Let's go. Uh-oh. We're like stuck in the air from GSX, I bet. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can power our way out of it. We're frozen because GSX crashed in the pushback. Restart Kutal. Gosh dang. GSX, I'm done with you, man. GSX is bugged. Something's had to have happened. I've never had this many issues with GSX. Airspeed alive. Well, I was hoping we could just leave it crash, but I guess we need to restart it. Power on pushback. Shift P. No, that won't work. Let me just slew it. I think that'll fix it. Let's try now. Are you serious? Oh wait, hold on. I have it chocked. There we go. I'm done with GSX. Worst add-on ever. Golly. Yeah, don't get it next to you. Don't get it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth more than $10. Max. And even then, it's like barely. Did you ever see the 60 Minutes of Flying Cheap where they followed the Saab Eagle crew on a 7-leg? No, Catco. I have not. That sounds like something I would enjoy watching. All right, we got good brake pressure. We're taxiing out. This looks good. I'm going to go flight directors on. We're going to be LNAV armed, and IAS. So we're heading hold low. IAS is set. Flight level 190. Wow, this looks so weird taxiing out here this low. Because I've taxied out of LA a lot, but this is a weird perceptive. I feel like I'm on the ground. Basically are, just low riding. Most dangerous spot in LAX right here crossing the road. Man, how did pilots, I'm gonna hide the yoke. How do you all stay out of trouble when you ride this low? You can't even see the signs anywhere. It is nice for immersion. I'll admit it. I mean, if you want that passenger immersion. But man. We've had 2 small updates. I had an update today when I launched the sim. So something has got to be causing it to bug out. Kako, you know that Flying Cheap, I feel like I saw that in my YouTube suggestions last night. I'll watch it. I'll give it a watch tonight. Let's do a Magic Rail ref check update. Everything looks good. Man, we are running away with it. Let's see if we can drop her into a little... Oh, look at that little idle reverse. That sounds so cool. Fenix and PMDG are making us suffer with the waiting. Yeah, either that or maybe it's GSX causing Fenix to be delayed.
LAX traffic, Eagle Flight 714, defeating runway 25.
Oh, the update was just AirAC and some airports? Okay. Yeah, it was a small update, like, I can't remember how many megs, but 60 maybe. I'm going to drop number 2 into beta. Man, those props are really effective. I gotta believe that that's a little too effective on the reverse. I don't know. San Juan crews were gnarly, very little English on the flight deck. Oh, I believe it, man. Oh, 640. Maybe it was maybe it was like 600 megabytes. That sounds right. I deactivated GSX a couple months ago and haven't missed it. Well, I'm about to be there. I only like it for the boarding. Like, because most of the add-ons have their own pushbacks. Like Fenix, you can use the EFB pushback. You could use the EFB to push back for this. So I only like it for the boarding because it gives us something to do kind of like right after. I mean, because I can power up the Airbus and be ready to go in 5 minutes. But I mean, we got to have some level of like, hey, let's kind of build the hype a little bit. Let's get everybody on board. Maybe I should just use it for that and then just shut it down after boarding. Yeah, more ATR just joined. Hey, Cards and Games, good to see you, man. Look at this little prop just running away going down here. Read the manual. Umberto and his manuals. Oi. We can do, I tell you what, let's do a intersection departure Bravo 2. We could easily do that. We're going to go all the way down. LA traffic, Eagle Flight 3056. We're going to be departing 25 right, Bravo 2 intersection, LA traffic. Let's hold short here at Bravo 2, and then we'll blast off. No need to go full length. All right, brakes are set. All right, I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put this screen back into ND page, and then we need to go to the format, and I'm gonna put you there, and we're gonna zoom you out. Ah, of course. I feel like the zoom in out is backwards too. Oh, that's a little bit too far. I guess we'll zoom it in. We'll zoom it in. That's good. I like that the way it is. No weather radar. Nothing to do there. We'll go ahead and... Gust lock is already off. Our fuel is up. And we're ready to roll. Let's get our lights on and get out of here. Alright, just as a reminder, if you like seeing turboprops, smash down that like button. The more times you smash down the like button, the more turboprops we can fly. Alright, runway heading will be about 250. Close enough, that checks. We'll actually call it 245. 250. Let's go. Notch, notch. Airspeed's alive. Oh yeah, we're bumping down the taxiway. I love this yoke. V1 rotate. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Positive rate, gear up. Does not bound, fly with. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, a little bit bumpy out of here today. What's going on with that? A little bit of chop coming out of here. Is it bumpy in LA today? Alright, we're approaching 1,000 feet. Trim it down here. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Well, we gotta trim it down. And where's our F speed? Almost there. Jeez, we took that, we had a huge bump right there. Let's go ahead and come to the right. About 270, and I will select heading. Heading, select 270 in the turn.
Traffic, United 1093, descending via the Angel 4 arrival at Gleason, leaving flight level 2550. Expecting runway 25 left, LA traffic.
Alright, let's go direct to Ricky. Nope, nope. Flight plan DTO. Ricky, execute. And nav it up. We're naving. LA traffic, Google flight 3056 out of 3000, climbing flight level 190 on the Squirrel 2 RNAV out to the northeast. LA traffic. I have to check the PIREPs out here. I was not anticipating that much chop. It's hard to read these screens. All right, 170 knots for the climb out. Ricky's at or above 4. We're at 3.8. Velociraptor, that's you in the United? Nice, man. There she goes. Oh, you know what we forgot? Yaw damper. Duh, that should have been gear up. See, I'm out of whack. Gear damper, yaw damper, taxi light coming off. I'm out of practice. Man, it's just so much more raw flying turboprops, you know? There's just so much more in it. Yeah, that's the signal that the stabilizer's in motion. That's exactly what it is. Because you really have no, if you look at your cockpit, you have no visual indicator of the trim. Like, you don't have a trim wheel. So you got to have some type of alert to let you know the trim is moving. Most aircraft with electric trim that don't have a visible trim wheel will have that. All right, so I got to hit the minus key to zoom in. There we go. Stabilizer motion. Forgot the logbook with the maintenance crew. I got to remember if I have my aileron trim bound. I need just a little bit of right aileron trim. We'll just keep hand flying this departure out. What's our next one? At or above 5,000 and 230 knots. Well, that ain't going to be a problem for us. Any chance for a Saab 340 to return? I wish. I really don't know if we're going to have any Saab in Microsoft 2020. I haven't heard anything about a Saab in 2020. I do know I've heard about the Q400. I got to check. Did I buy? Where's my aileron trim? Is that? There we go. That's where it is. It's on my Throttletek. Oh, in the turn. Jeremy says, don't worry about all these problems because when Phoenix Block 2 releases, it'll be Christmas all over again. Oh, yeah, Jeremy. Absolutely. The only problem with that is it's going to be Christmas on a day that I'm working. I can almost guarantee you that. So if it was going to drop this weekend, I would have had to know today before noon so I could get rid of one of my trips this weekend. But now... So I'm working I'm working Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So the earliest I could drop a trip now would be Sunday, and I'd have to know tomorrow by noon. But I don't know. It's been quiet. It's been quiet on the Fenix front after that video. We can fly the ATR inverted and pretend it's a Saab. Eesh. How'd you get a brown cockpit? I thought they were more gray. Hudson, yeah. So the current ATRs are the old school ATRs, like this old Eagle flight here. They had brown cockpits because they weren't the 600s. They were what, the 300s, 400s, and they were brown in color. So this is a livery pack, a really, really well done livery pack. I can't remember who did it, but it's just on the Flight Sim TO. So if you want the best American Eagle liveries, you got to check out this little package. But yeah, we're definitely dealing with a little bit of chop today. I mean, we got, is that 30 or 10? 10. Once we get above 10, we'll engage the autopiloto. Oh yeah, the 200 and the 500. Eagle flew 212s and 500s. There you go. Yeah, so the 212s. I mean, I wish we had a 212 or a 500 round gauges. How cool would it be to have this airplane, but with like a FlyJSim 200 cockpit? That would be sweet. A little bit of right, of course. All right, I think that's enough air showing for me. Let's go ahead and engage the autopilot. Bring you guys back into the flight deck here. And let's make sure everything else is good. So I don't know why I have that on there. 22.8 on the Unicom. We never turned our TCAS on, which is in here. Whoops. We need to go tune page. Radio management. 3056 on. Turn it on. Did not turn our transponder on. It's alright. Alright, 11.3 for 190. I think we'll make it alright. Minor oversight. Look at that view climbing out over Southern California, baby. I haven't been able to use Flight Sim because I didn't bring my PC to college, so these streams have been my main connection to Flight Sim. Nice, Hudson. Well, hopefully we can keep you connected to the sim world. Speaking of Block 2, you mentioned a system reset. Can you explain what that is and how you use it? Oh yeah, we use it all the time, Jeremy Harvey, in the Airbus. So depending on, and now remember, the system reset table is dependent upon the specific tail number that you're in. And every airplane has it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say tail number, but for us, because fleets are not always exactly the same, like there's not the same equipment, you have to have the airplanes that are all on the same equipment have to be on a certain reset table, and then airplanes that are equipped with slightly different equipment are on a different reset table. But essentially what it is there is a slew of faults and cautions that you can get that you can reset as a flight crew in flight without having to do anything with maintenance. So an example was, what did I have? So my line check, the flight after my line check, it was just a grueling day of flying. We pushed back the last leg, MSY. We were coming back to Atlanta. We pushed back, start up, and we got I can't remember what it was now. Some master warning. And I don't have my iPad sitting next to me. If I had the system reset table, I could tell you. But what you can do is, if it's approved, you go through basically a maintenance procedure. You pull circuit breakers, you reset the circuit breakers, and then if that clears the fault, you're good to go. So once you clear the fault, you keep on going. You don't even have to put anything in the logbook unless the reset procedure tells you to. I mean, some common benign ones are like you push back from the gate to get a data link fault or data link fail. So you pull up data link fail, whatever it is. You pull the circuit breakers, and then you reset them, and hopefully that goes away, and you keep on trucking. But if there's a fault that's not in the reset table, then you have to call maintenance, and then you got to be under maintenance control. Ours lists, for example, tail number 556 of 860 under every reset. Yes, that's what it, yeah, cacao. So it's the same thing. So our system reset table is grouped together by tail numbers, but what's cool now is our software, every time you start a flight with our EQRH, you put the tail number in. So when I pull up the system reset table now, it automatically goes to my correct airplane as long as I put the correct tail number in. So it's important, we have the EFB on our checklist. It says EFB checked. Make sure you have it checked and you have the right tail number entered on your EFB, because if you have any faults or ECAMs, you want to make sure you're doing procedures for the correct tail number aircraft. Common one, door fault. Door fault? That's common? That's scary. I've never had a door fault. Why is the reset specific to a tail number? Because it's specific to airplanes with their own equipment. You can't have a reset table to an airframe that doesn't have that equipment. So, and not every airframe is the same. So it's specific to the airframes that are all the same, and then there's another group of airframes that are the same. Oh, cockpit door fault. I've had I've heard of that one happening. Love your stream, V1. Even us old dudes can still learn a thing or two or 100. Hey, Ken, appreciate you, man. Welcome on board. Glad to have you here. Are we going to get up there? Are we going to make it? Or are we going to be all halfway to Vegas? I guess we'll get to 19,000, then we'll be starting right back down. I wish I remember what I had the other day. That's quite the view right there. Door fault is for Boeing drivers. Exactly. Hey, Gustavo's back. Good to see you, man. LSU won 10-2. That's a football score. Well, not really. Max door fault. Door missing. Exactly. In the old Mexicana days, we had a Fokker 100 that would constantly return to base because of issues with cargo door sensors, even after replaced. Oh. Yeah, I've had cargo door faults in freight birds, so I actually aborted a takeoff. Why are we at 90-degree bank angle? What's happening? I guess it was a steep turn. That looked like we were at 90 degrees. That looked like we were at 90 degrees. That kind of freaked me out there. I aborted a takeoff in a Piper Chieftain because the door light came on going down the runway. But same thing. You start bumping lights and stuff, and it gets a little bumpy, and then that light sensor triggers and go back, reset it. Just got out of a stage 4 check for commercial. Satisfactory, and I get to listen to V1 on the way home. Hey, Javier. Congrats on the completed stage check, my man. That's awesome. Yeah, the ATR is definitely a pig above 17 thou. We're getting there. We are getting there. I like the push to sync. She's no rocket ship, but the 500th Eagle looking juicy. Ooh, that's a juice shot. Let me get rid of frame gen so you don't have to look at the translucent prop. I could probably turn frame gen off for prop streams, honestly. Don't really need it for these. It's just hard to not have 80 frames when, you know, you can. Catch you later, wife dragging me to Target. Ooh, have fun, cat cow. Watching the oldie mission landing on the moon on the other screen. But did we even land on the moon, Tyson? I thought that was faked. ATR is like barbecue, low and slow, indeed. I was watching a real King Air pilot yesterday talk about 90-degree banks on emergency descent. You know anything about that? No, bomb tech. I guess maybe to increase your rate of descent, kill the, you know, I mean, that's the fastest way down. Roll it in 90. You only have half the lift essentially, right? If only one wing is producing lift, but you get to a point of diminishing returns on that because then you got to worry about G loading. Black Square King Air, Black Square TBM 850. Ooh, Jordan, that's a tough one, man. I'll tell you this, the TBM 850, I don't know, dude. I love them both. What do you want? Do you want 2 props or 1? 2 props, that's what it comes down to, man. They both got failures. They both have maintenance tracking. The TBM is more customized. It's a custom airplane. You can open doors. You have more faults than the King Air. I mean, there's more to the TBM, but if you're not going to go. You're not going to be sad with
out for runway 25 left.
You're not going to be
LA
sad
traffic.
with a King Air either. 2 prop go vroom vroom. You know what though? The TBM 850 is not that much slower than the King Air. It's only like less than 10 knot difference. I think the King Air will smoke it in a climb out. Yeah, TBM is more complete, but the King Air is, you know what, or you could save your money and wait for the Black Square Turbine Duke. That's going to be, that's my #1 anticipated release, is the Turbine Duke. All right, we are finally reaching flight level 190. Man, oh man. We'll turn the seatbelt sign off for our short cruise flight. You are now free to move about the cabin. Flightco, I'm using it's a livery pack that's got the textures on it. It's the American Eagle livery pack off Flight Sim TO. AJ Funari, what up, man? We can't talk about the staged moon landing. Uh-oh, there's an ad coming in about 40 seconds. I didn't know I had a countdown from YouTube. Yeah, this whole ad thing is new from YouTube. I guess that's what that yellow bar is that pops up over there. I'm going to be here longer than expected. Just canceled a 3rd training flight in the last week. Oh, man. Is it for weather? Where are you flight training at? There's not that much weather going on right now unless you're up in the Northeast, right? Gotta run. Tyson, take it easy, man. Enjoy those meetings. All right, we are leveling 190. We don't have a whole lot of time up here. I'm going to pull out my Navigraph charts. I'm not going to pull them up on screen. I'm just going to make sure we're not going to miss anything critical here on this arrival. Oh, Navigraph reset? I got to sign in? What is going on today? Navigraph, re-sign in, yada, yada, yada. All right. What are we on? We are on Cuso. Cresso.
LA
Presso
traffic, United
5.
1093 on 10 mile final, runway 25 left.
Awesome.
LA traffic.
This is old school slant alpha type of approach here. Arrival. There's no vertical restrictions for the Cresso. So we will descend across Cresso. We'll make it at 10,000 feet just to give us some vertical planning. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to select Cresso, and I'm going to... No, I'm not. I'm going to go back. Cresso altitude constraint. Let's make it at 10,000. That'll give me a rough vertical planning situation since there are no restrictions on this arrival. Now, does terrain mode work in the ATR? We might have to fire up terrain mode. Might have to fire up the old terrain mode. I think it's right here, right? Weather test, ground map. I feel like we used terrain before in this. So I have it on ground mapping. It's not back here, is it? No. I guess we can turn ground control off. That should have lit up when we pushed it down. We don't have our lights on, do we? Yes, we do. Come on, y'all. Y'all are normally on me on those lights. Oh, we're above 10,000. I was vibing with that jazz earlier. I say we bring that out for our short cruise over to Vegas. I say we bring out that jazz, Korean jazz. It's not all Korean. There was a song, though, that I was vibing with. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, this will put me to sleep. $499 Alpha Tango over the Southern California desert. Where she's meant to be. There in San Juan. T Sizzle says, I finally bought the King Air. Just finished my first flight in it without messing up. Feels good. Hey, T Sizzle, that's awesome, man. I love the King Air. Check out the FT Sim sound pack if you want additional sounds. I just smashed my rudders on accident, guys. Hold on. Autopilot still engaged. Yep. We're going to just leave it in climb power because there's nothing left for cruise at 190. Slow jazz for a slow ATR. But yeah, about that King Air, man. If you want to get, try the FT Sim, see if you like it. Default is not the end of the world, but it's also not great. Leaves a lot left to be desired, which is unfortunate because the King Air is probably the best sounding airplane in real life. That's why I'm excited about the Turbine Duke. Any word when the Duke is coming? I don't know, Jordan. I have no idea. I hope, though, fingers crossed, I hope I'll be able to get my hands on a pre-release copy, if that, so I can at least show you guys before it drops. They were kind enough, Black Square was kind enough to send me a copy of the TBM a while before it was released. Get familiar with it. See kind of the sounds and the input on it. But, the Turbine Duke, I would love. That's going to be, especially because we got Boris Sound Pack. About time for a remix of the emojis in YouTube and Discord. We need a PT6. You know what, Team Vodka? It's about time. Yeah, we might have to do a remix of the emojis. What'd you end up making for dinner? I'm surprised you're not flying an ATR tonight. Would you consider trying out the shorts? Dale, you're not the first to
LA
ask.
traffic, United 1093, clear of runway 25 left, taxiing to Concourse Bravo. LA traffic.
Grab a pizza for me. I think there's pizza in Concourse Bravo. Oh, no, it's not pizza. It's, what's the other one? It's not Pete's. They got hazelnut. Oh, it's good, man. The hazelnut frosted, whatever. Oh, it's good. Can't think of the name of that coffee shop. But yeah, the shorts. I'm tempted. I might pick it up Does it have failures, Dale? Are you familiar with it? Do you fly it? Because I've been asked to fly the shorts before. I might do it. There's some good liveries. I've seen some Henson, some Piedmont. The flying bus. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, there is a shorts 360. The flight model's kind of twitchy. The DA-42. The only problem, Brian, is I'm allergic to G1000s. I can't do any G. I can't even do G. Anything with G and zeros after it, I can't do. I'm allergic. Oh, yeah, the FT Sim for the Caravan is good, Big Sierra. That's one we haven't visited in a long time.
LA traffic, United 1093 crossing runway 25 right, LA traffic.
I bet force feedback would help with that twitchiness on the DA-42. Duke is supposed to be out sometime in March. All right. Would you like to fly more? The ATR or CRJ? ATR, man. You know, it would be interesting to get back in the CRJ, though, because with the force feedback profile, it might make the CRJ flyable again. Oh, look at that shot, flying over the moon or Mars. But yeah, it's been, Flight Sim Dad. I've had all the bugs today. I've had GSX bugs. I've had CLS profile bugs. I've had the Navigraph lockout. It all started all today, man. That's all right. We'll cruise our way in here to LA. I didn't realize how long we got after Hector. I don't know if we'll go back. We'll see what time it is when we land. It's already 6:10. Probably should have just doubled up right off that first stream and gone right into this one, but we'll see. We'll see. What's up with GX12 and terrain tile issue? No idea, SimNation. I gotta run it though for I gotta run DirectX 12 for FrameGen. I didn't know that's what was causing it though. Is that what this is over here? I didn't know that was a DirectX 12 problem. Yeah, I used to run DirectX 11 until I started doing FrameGen. All these bugs sound like a Microsoft thing. Hey, at least I can load up Microsoft without it crashing. Key 6 in the house. We need a riddle rat emoji for Key 6. Did I ever share with you the epic pic of the ATR in the AA bank a while ago? Oh yeah, Key 6, the one from like 44 years ago? Heck yeah, man. You shared it. That was a sweet looking bird. That was your girlfriend too, right? Sitting next to you? I think that was the one you sent me. I was away for a while. Did the document hash do anything, Chris? Let's find out together. I'll tell you what. Let's find out together. Let's take a look at our pressurization. Where's our pressurization at? Not up here, is it? Where is... We got to go systems. And let's pull up... Isn't there a way to... Can I toggle? Oh, yes, I can. Engine. Here we go. Let's see. You know what? Here's the thing. If pressurization works as intended, I should not be able to open the document hatch once the airplane is pressurized. And I can't do it. So, it would be interesting to take off with it open. I can't open it, which would be true to real life. You would not be able to open this because of the pressure. So, we'll have to try it next time. Man, we've been in cruise power or climb power. Is cruise going to knock us down a few more? No, we're at the same, at 19. I think, I can't remember, probably about that 17, 18. It pretty much is your climb is your cruise. 197 knots indicated. What a slow, lumbering bird. It must have been around in the 60s. Must have been around here in the 60s. Passengers would see SR-71 doing a test flight and landing. Strange men in suits made them sign NDAs. Yep. Randy, I heard there is as well. I've got my ear to the ground for that CRJ update because I would look. I might be in the minority on this, but I would enjoy a high-quality regional jet. We've got some turboprops. We got the ATR scratches the itch. I know there's the shorts. I really wish someone would do a Beach 99 or someone would take over Virtual Coal's Beach 99 and just turn it into like a community project because Virtual Coal has a Beach 99 airliner. So we've got some prop options, not great. But we have 0 regional jets minus the CRJ, which I haven't flown since it's released, and the Embraer Jungle Jets, which I have not even purchased or flown because I heard they're still a long way off. So that leaves us with pretty much no regional jet options in Microsoft, which is kind of, we need something there. We need something to fill the gap. Aviation, it does open on the ground. Yeah, we opened it on the ground. Oh, how could I be so... Brian, you're absolutely right. Fokker F-28. F-28. But we also need the F-28 with the UNS, right? I think that's what's keeping a lot of people away. I will tell you this. As much as I love flying the F-28, I've flown it a ton more on my home sim now that I got one set up. Like, if there's nothing on TV and, you know, kids go down, we're all tired and just like, whatever, I'm going to do a flight. I'll fire up the F-28. But man, it is a demanding airplane. When you're flying that on a network properly, you got to be head in the game all the time. And while I love that, and I think there's a lot of us that do, I'm pretty sure the majority of simmers just want to hit that nav go to button. Now you can do that with it. You put in the default GPS, but that's kind of meh. I think when the F100s come out, that'll be our real regional jet. But yeah, how dare me forget the F-28. I think the F-28 has the best flight model in the sim. It might just be the best flight model in the flight sim. 220 maybe. You're not going to see the 220 till 24, guaranteed. I think the terrain selector on the left, very left panel for the chrono. Oh. That's to turn it off. That's to turn it off. We don't want to turn it off. We have ground map on. See, I used to be an ATR professional. And I don't remember. Nav. Serve. I remember this. Remember we had this this discussion. Oh, how do I get the can't get the TCAS normal. Let's see if I remember how to do it. So TCAS. Oh gosh. How do we do it? Nav. ND overlay. Norm. There we go. Ah, here it is too. Terrain. Booyah. So we've got terrain on, chat. Back to comm. See, I'm still an ATR professional. Now I don't know if I keep this on in ground map or not. I don't think it makes a difference. We'll just put it in standby because we don't need any radar. So we'll see if we start picking up terrain on the descent. But we're just about to pass over the Hector transition. Let's go ahead and sit here for the juice bank view. As soon as this airplane breaks, we got to get the juicies in. Let's see how juicy this turn is. Let me turn frame gen off so you can see the props in all their glory. Oh, there's the juice. Look at that. Please don't roll over. I miss your 7.2 streams. Rex, listen, man. Does it work in X-Plane 12? Because if it does, I will go back in X-Plane 12 next week and fly the 727. We must have overshot or something. What's going on? What's going on with the autopilot tonight? Having a hard time navving? Direct Boulder. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Clear temporary. Direct to Creso. Execute. nav. Bank angle check. Okay, autopilot's off. Whoa. What is going on with Microsoft today, y'all? I'm done. What is going on today? Bugs after bugs. How many times have we flown the ATR? Have we ever had that happen? This is high quality. Hey, BombTech, get out of here. I mean, unless it had something to do with my aileron trim, but I had very little. It's like it can't get out of a roll. Do you still love this plane? I do. I do. Let's redirect it and get everything going back on here. DTO, Cresso, execute, and nav. LNAV, altitude, hold. So it still wants to come left. I'm going to reset this aileron trim. I wonder if that was messing with it. Look how aggressive it's being. What are you doing? I had a DC once in the ATR and it did that, turn AP on. Yeah, CLS is connected, everything's fine. Oh, what's going on? I don't like it when we get updates. I know the changelog says, oh, we just updated some airports for you. Yeah, sure you did. Nothing seems to be working as it was yesterday. Look at it jump over there. It's like, come here. It's Phantom's fault. Didn't XP have like some crazy issues last night too on his stream? I went to join it and then I ended up, that's a story. I was settled in, get ready to watch XP72 stream, and then my middle child decided to projectile vomit all over the couch and all over my arm. So that put that stream to bed. Alright. Let's see if it fixes itself here. It's like, why is my flight director over here? I'm just gonna let it go like Team Vodka says. I think Team Vodka's smoking something. It's like it wants to turn around and go to a waypoint behind us. We're doing steep turns. Look at this. What in the hell? No, CLS is connected, Team Vodka. I guarantee you. Look at this. Look at this. And there's the autopilot. Right, I have control. Lower the nose. Vodka, I'm looking at it, my man. I'm literally looking at CLS. It's connected. And I can feel my yoke. I mean, I'm flying. We're flying. You know what? You know what it is, Team Vodka? It's because I removed that binding for the aileron. I guarantee you. I bet you that's what it is. Team Vodka made me remove my bindings. Again, I bet you that's what it was. MSFS bug day. No kidding. I can't even get a straight line to Cresso. Like, can I just fly in heading mode? How's that? I'm going to resync everything. We're going to go heading mode. And we're going to go heading select. Heading select low. Just fly the heading. That's all I want you to do. It won't even fly the heading, bug. I'm going to try something for science. Here. Hold on. Lazy Eights and Chandel's next. Good thing we have jazz music on. Keeps me calm. Alright, that's autopilot disengage. We're going to add a... Let me just make sure. Okay, roll and pitch are bound correctly. All right. So Team Vodka said I don't need those for running CLS. I'm going to redirect to Cresso for the 80th time. I'm also going to select nav. All right. We're going to get her all nice and trimmed out here. I guess we're hand flying into Vegas, chat. I guess we're hand flying. I mean, I see where the flight director is pointing. The airplane does not want to fly the flight director. So, we'll fly the flight director. We'll hand fly her in. We're LNAVing outstar down to 19th thou. Let me get some more trim in here because we're going to hand fly this puppy all the way in. Gustavo, I listened to Team Vodka. That's why it's broken. You ever had the aeropilot do that, Funky? Dale, the closest thing I've had like that would be trying to grab the wrong localizer or try to turn viciously to grab a localizer on a parallel runway. Most notably, this happens almost all the time in Lauderdale, landing 10 left. If you're far out, like when you get cleared the approach a lot of the times, it'll make a quick, hard bank. And I don't know if it's trying to get to the 10 right loc or I guess it's not because it's a different freak. But it just, I've had it happen multiple times. I'm like, nope, no you don't. We're like on a vector to the joining, and then the airplane wants to go the other way to grab the loc. I'm like, nope. I'll put it off for heading mode. I don't arm it in Lauderdale until we're like on, straight on now. I mean, the good thing with force feedback is you can really trim this sucker out. I mean, that's pretty bang on for no autopilot. Eagle Flight 3056 potential pilot deviation. I can't wait to see what the... I'm going to have to put a note in the pi rep there. Probably like, what was this 360 you made all about? On the ACARS map. Would you go VR in this? Nah, man. I have no interest in VR. Lou Dix had a similar situation a few days ago. I guarantee you it's with the update, man. I guarantee you something got tweaked in the update. Guaranteed. It's a default Adobo airplane. You know what else is a default Adobo airplane? The 748 that we flew. We also had that flight director issue. Had no issues before. Guarantee you they're tweaking stuff. ATC issued holster. Alright, well, I guess we're back to hand flying, old school. That's going to make for a long flight in. We're definitely only doing one leg now. Can't even enjoy our outside view. I'm going to try it real quick here. Nope. How about again? Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back to the right. You know you want to. You know you want to. Yeah. There you go. There you go, autopilot. You should do a fresh install of the sim. No. I know I need to. I'm not there yet, man. 2024, where you at? All right. It looks like we're semi locked in. Let's enjoy this view before we get bugs out again. Back from the plasma cutter. Hey, what's up, Steven? What'd I miss? The plasma cutter. What are you cutting with plasma, man? It's time for ATC to assign a block altitude. Hell yeah. I had to update today, Trawa. I updated today before the stream. It was like a 600 meg update. Autopilot tried to kill everybody. Nothing to see here. Just ATR things. It's still the best airplane in the sim. We're going to have to try X-Plane again. What airplane would you want to see in X-Plane 12? Tolus? 319? Does the Airfoil Labs King Air work in X-Plane 12? Because if the Airfoil Labs works in X-Plane 12, does the 727 work, Vega? I would definitely do the 72, but I didn't know if it was updated for it yet. Problem with the Q400 is it's a purchase. I'm not going to buy the Q400 to do one stream. I'm not going to buy that. It's a purchase, right, from 11 to 12. Airfoil Labs works great. Thought about the Felis, Fonzie. Thought about the 742. You know, the Rotate MD-11 might not be a bad idea. Didn't it receive a bunch of updates? Airfoil Labs King Air. Oof. Oh, the 7.2 is not out, but coming soon. Okay, so we won't do the 7.2. You know, we might be able to load up some old X-Plane 11 Orbic scenery. I don't know where. I think I have some in California. We could do a King Air stream again. I want to see what force feedback is like in X-Plane 12. See if it's very similar. Or I imagine it's pretty much the same. I do have DCS. Oh, it's a $30 upgrade fee? Woof. I'm not spending a dime on X-Plane 12. I am not going to spend a dime on X-Plane 12. So that pretty much leaves the Tolus birds. Because Tolus was the only... I think so. I think Tolus was the only airframe dev to... I don't want to say sponsor me, but like to throw me in on like beta and, you know, you saw it content with that before it was public. I think Tolus is the only one. I'm trying to think if there was anybody else. The C90 HD mod, I would, AJ, but not with freaking G1000, man. Who makes a C190 mod and makes a G1000? Come on. Yeah, I think Tolus was the only one that hooked it up. V1 is easily bribed. Flight Factor 7576 is out for 12. Ooh. How much is that upgrade fee? $44 per plane? Does have a 7.5. If MD-11, check out F-Take2 Sim stream yesterday. Something wrong with takeoff and landing pitch. Oh, really? Thrust set. Ah. All right. That's unfortunate. I was just thinking, because that MD-11 could get us into the vibe for the Aerodynamics DC-10 coming out, but... Challenger would do my yoke right, Rex. It would. 8321 Neo with the COSP. If we're going X-Plane, we're going 319, baby, bus, baby. We have to do old school. We'll break it up. We'll have like a broken APU, a broken pack. We'll do it. We'll make it a proper old school 319. I'm tempted to do 7.5 Hasso Basso, but gosh, I don't know how much. Wait, Force Raptor, $80 US to update the 7576? Please tell me I'm misreading that. I'm not spending $1 on Flight Factor upgrade to X-Plane 12. Okay, 7576 was free upgrade. If it's free, I might, you know what, I might actually try that. I know, Airbus won't let me use the yoke. The yoke, that is the problem. All right, we are approaching our TOD for Cresso at 10,000 feet. Let's wind this puppy in here. This ought to be an interesting... 10,000 is set. And we'll do an IAS hold. And nose are on down. 777 coming with paid V2. Yes, I was aware of that. I don't know, man. I've got history with Flight Factor, you know? There's a history on this channel with Flight Factor. And to be completely transparent, I didn't realize this until I went back in my email, but I was contacted by Flight Factor. That's all I'll say. I was contacted recently for potential, pre-release stuff. But if you've been around the channel a while, you know I got a history with them, and I just don't know if I'm ready to move on with that. All right, we're out of 18. We got Magic Barrel Ref check. We'll wind this song down. And we'll wound up the sounds. The song is ending right now. That was a good song. I Choose You is the name of that song by Sarah the Instrumentalist. Jeremy Harvey, you need to get some tunes on Epidemic Sound Studios, man. All right, there we go. We'll go ahead and bring that power back. We're on the descent. We need to go back up here to the procedure menu. We'll start with the approach check. Seatbelts, landing lights, altimeters, and flaps. Or, well, not flaps. We'll go ahead and do that. That's coming on. Temperatures are good in the cabin. So seatbelts are checked. Landing lights, we'll get those. Altimeters, we just Magic Barrel Ref check. Cabin altitude, we just checked to have the pressurization up. That procedure is complete. So then that's going to leave us at the before landing checklist. We'll leave that up. Ready to go. We're on the descent for lost wages. Got to bring a little bit more power out. We're getting a little bit high on profile. We'll just do a straight up visual. And I tell you what, chat, since we're only doing one leg tonight because the sim's acting up and I'm losing my patience, we're going to wind this forward because we were going to do sunset back in LA. We'll do Sunset Vegas, and we're going to do straight up visual approach on the, what's it called? We're going to go right down the strip, make that turn. We're just going to hand fly it completely. Jeremy says I would do that, but I don't know how to submit to them. Interesting, Jeremy. I'll have to look into that, because that would be a perfect place, Maybe they can buy your songs. That would be a good spot. A320 sucks as well as the 350. Basically, 7576 are their only good planes. Yeah. Both the 7576 were screwed up for a good while, and 12 slow flight controls unlandable. They're good now. All right. Victor Silva, that's what I was trying to figure out. I guess not yet. Not yet. Man, I would. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Isn't FlyJ Sim like friends of Flight Deck to Sim? Like, don't they know each other? Isn't his name Jack or something? Like, what can we do to, like, I'll start a GoFundMe for Flight Deck to Sim to start a 727 Microsoft Flight Sim project. Like, I will literally do that. We need to figure out how to get FlyJ Sim. Oh, look, we're going in dive mode. Come to Microsoft. Jack is no, Steven, I know Jack is his dog's name too, but I swear they're like Flying Jackal or something. No, I know his dog's name is Jack. But I swear FlyJ Sim is like, maybe it's Flying Jackal on YouTube. They said it will be a paid upgrade. I'll happily pay for an upgrade on the 727. Happily. I'd 100% donate to a 7.2 mic. Yes, I'm telling you. Maybe I'll join the Discord. They probably won't. They probably won't care. But I'll join the Discord and try to lobby for it. I'll be like, look. Oh, man, the strip is way over there? We need to run the sim time down a little bit. Why are we way out here? What's the weather? Latest, greatest Las Vegas weather says the METAR is calm winds. All right. We're going to break this off. Heading. We're going to break this off. Hopefully we'll be heads down here. Hopefully we don't lose... we don't roll it. Where's my next page? We're going to come down the strip for the 19er right. Yeah, we're going down the strip, chat. We're not going all the way around there. Las Vegas traffic, Eagle Flight 3056. We're set up for a visual 19er right. We'll be parallel the strip and then making a right base entry for 19er left Vegas traffic. Ryan, I'm trying. I'm gonna overfly here at 5 thou. I won't get too low. Actually, field elevation is 2,000, so let's make it 8,000.
3048 on the ILS-26.
We're going
right, so
IAS, and we're gonna descend down to 8,000. That way we can join up over the strip. You don't come to Vegas to land on 2.5 and calm winds. Come on, baby. Let's go. No ATC online, so we'll juice it up here. It is Jack. I told you guys it was Jack. I know the dog's name is Jack, but I'm pretty sure it's like Flying Jackal, Fly J to Sim. And that would make sense, Fly J Sim, right? You gonna fly the PC-12 when it gets released? NG? I don't know, Brady. We'll see. We'll see what kind of avionics they got in there. The one that we have now is all the glass I want. I want any more glass. All right, there's 1,000 to level off, 8,000. There's the strip. I'm pointing at it like you guys can see me. That's what happens with force feedback. I'm over here like, yeah, there's the strip right there. You see it? Because everything starts to feel so real. You get, I'm telling you, I wish I was sponsored by Brunner because it's a great product. I love it, and it's so it really changes the game. It really, really does. The immersion is. I was telling Team Vodka, we were talking about it in the chat Discord earlier. I was like, man, I don't think I could ever fly another yoke with another yoke again. We're below 10 though. We need our lights on. Let's get them all on so everybody can see us doing our funky maneuvering over here. That's all coming on. We're at 10,000. Gotta get a butt kicker. Colin Allison, thank you for the $2 super chat. Curious about your opinion on Beyond ATC's prices.
Las Vegas traffic, Eagle Flight 3048, fully stabilized, ILS 26.
I am not familiar at all with Beyond ATC, Colin. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got no knowledge of... I don't even really know what it does, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I'm the wrong person to ask. I apologize. Yes, one. This is V1. Yeah, exactly. All right. Oh, well, let me get flight recorder up because this is going to be a juice. We'll replay the whole thing. We'll have one extra long replay. I'll leave you with the long one at the very end so you guys can just immerse yourselves. Recording is on. Autopilot is off. Flight director is off. Yaw damper stays on. We're going to do standby on all of that stuff. And we need to put this into TO mode. We're going to fly this completely hand flown, baby. Vegas traffic, Google Flight 3056. We're on a right downwind, runway 19 left. Looks like somebody just departed off 19s. Look at that. Somebody just departed off 19s. This is sus. Not on comms. This is not good. He's not on comms. Now we're landing 19s. There's the sphere. Look at that. He's going to turn right at us, isn't he? Traffic passing off the left-hand side. Is that an American Airbus? Not on comms. Go figure. I think we're a little too close to the strip. Let's come back out to the left here. How heavy is flight temp on FPS? Gotta be honest with you, man, after frame gen, I don't even know what FPS is anymore. Before frame gen, it was a little bit heavy. Definitely a little bit heavy. What a buffoon. Yeah, Force Raptor. Of course it works good on your system. Yeah, it works good on my system, but I also power the International Space Station from my home desktop. Oh, that's going to make for a juicy replay. All right, where is the base turn? Just outside, what, the stratosphere thing? Vegas traffic, Eagle Flight 3056, turn to right base, 19 left, Vegas. Whoo, yeah. What's our flap extension speed? We're good. There's flaps. 15. Gear's coming down. No, it's not. That's not the binding. There's the binding. All right, cabin crew, landing power management, beautiful, all done. Last notch of flaps coming in here. And we're going to do 19 left, so let's square it off. That'll help us get down a little bit here, slow down too. We'll square off for 19 left. A little bit high today. 6 knot quartering tailwind, that's always good, huh? I was going to land 19 right, but we'll do 19 left, a shorter taxi. And we're not in the Lear. All right, there we go. She's coming in now. We got one red. We're on speed. We're approaching 1,000 feet, stable. Vegas traffic, Eagle Flight 3056. We're on short final, 19 left, Vegas. All right, let's get a good landing today, Chad. Come on. Let's end this one on a good note here. We'll float it out. We got to float it out because we're going towards the end. 500. And we need to up our average landing rate for VAL. I'm slacking. Need to butter this one out here. Man, flying, just this sound environment with this yoke is like, I feel like I'm back flying turboprops. Just brings me right back. A little bit of float. I don't know. I don't know. I think I chunked it. Look how quick we can stop. We'll take the next one. Too early on that. I flared it like it. I know. The whole time down, I was like, don't flare like it. I just can't do it, man. It's so low to the ground. It's so low to the ground. I can't get over it. I feel like we're going to smash. I would have to sit here and do like 5 landings in a row to really get the sight picture. But considering I fly a 320 in real life, I'm all right with that. Aaron says 166. I like Big Sierra's numbers, 132. All right, there we go. We're clear. Let's go ahead and clean it up. Let's get the gust lock on. We'll stop the recording. We already did. Look at that background though, huh? All right. Let's go to a close-in gate. We'll go back to full screen cam here. We'll just go right over here where I think Alley Giant parks. You did remember to remove the gust lock? Nice, dude. Vegas looks lit. Neil, yeah, we do need a nice C-130. There's one coming for DCS. Look at that. Oh, we are on, we might get in trouble for VAAL with all these lights on. Let's go ahead and feather number 1. I guess we don't really need terrain mode anymore. I can't find it. Oh well. Why is there always a tug in the middle of the taxiway? There's 427 taxiways at this airport, and we got one tug right in the middle where we need to go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think that's a sign. We need to park Microsoft. Or maybe we won't stream tomorrow. I thought I was. Ooh, the eye is doing eye things over there. If we do stream tomorrow, it's going to be in something benign again, like an arrow. Something fun, man. I'm tired of all this complexity. It's a thug driver. Oh, it's a thug. Jeez, it's a thug driver from Guantanamo. Same thing. Oh, that's funny though, Dale. I read that wrong. My goodness me. All right. Let's kill the taxi light. Kodiak, too much glass. Alpha 12. Ah! Alright, now let me see if I remember how to do this. Let's see. You're going into feather. You're going on. You're going on. There's prop break. Confirmed. Kill number 1. Thrustset, I forgot. Yes. Basically, dive into and dive away from the wind. So if you got a right quartering headwind, you want to go right aileron and forward pressure a little bit. If you have a quartering tailwind from the right, you want to dive away. You want to go left aileron, yoke forward. So dive away or dive into. That's an easy way to remember. All right, that's good. And let's go ahead and connect ground power. DC, connect, available, kill it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lost Wages. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, Fokker Ops, Kyle? We might do Fokker Ops. I haven't flown the Fokker yet with this. Let me see. Let's, the final say here will be our A cars. What did we get? Ooh, a 153. Okay, so it said 166. All right. Our messages had to do a 360 en route for UFOs. No. Beautiful. File PyRep. Boom, shakalaka. We are done. Replay's coming up. Vampsys is done. Let's see what this replay did. Oh, rip. I wasn't ready to do that, chat. I screwed the replay. Hold on. Maybe it'll come back up. Nope. Just one of those days. It's just one of those days. We're gonna have a juicy replay. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna fix this.
210.
I'm gonna fix this. Hold on. We are not. We're not ending on this note. We're not ending on this note. I have a solution. We're not ending on that. I want to see my we did that Vegas approach. I want to see that Vegas approach at sunset. Hold on. If you want basic and Fokker, wasn't there a 1920s Fokker in Microsoft? Yeah, we've got an old school one. We need a mulligan for mulligan. Oh, I should have loaded in Vegas, not LA. Oh well. A Presidential Airways 146. Too much work in the 146 first. I don't know. If it had UNS, I would say yeah. I mean, you could use FMS. I like I don't know, man. I'm 146'd out right now. I want the Avro. I'm 146'd out. I want the Avro. All right, watch this. I am not going to let Microsoft get the best of me. Check this out. Oh, I do need to disconnect my yoke software, though. Do 2 budget cutbacks, replay limited to left side? What? Due to budget cutbacks, replay limited to left side. AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Here we go. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. I'm asking a lot from you, Microsoft. I'm asking a lot from you. You can do it. You can do it. I see the eye. You can do it. Yes, it can. We're on it. And that, my friends, is why Flight Recorder Replay, except the strip hasn't loaded in yet, is the best replay in the sim. Come on, strip. Load in, baby. Load in. There we go. Look at this. See? Boom. Perfect timing. Flight Recorder Replay. If you buy one, not even buy one. Because it's free. If you have one thing for your sim that you need to download, go to the Flight Sim TO and get the Flight Recorder Replay tool. Absolutely juice. We're going to end it on this beautiful note. I love this ATR. Some turbine dude, when, please. We'll fly something tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. All right, I'm out of here, chat. It's a late night. Sorry this stream was kind of discombobulated. But we got her down. We completed a PIREP. We completed an American Eagle flight for VAAL. I appreciate all the support tonight. Thank you for sticking with me. Enjoy the replays coming into Vegas. After this one lands, I'll wind it back, and then I'll let you guys just have window view of a night approach with nobody yapping in the background. So, y'all have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you until next week, hopefully we have some IAE engines. Hopefully we've got some juicy Airbus to fly. If not, we'll probably be back in a prop. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. Smash the like button. Can we get 200 likes before the stream closes? Maybe, allegedly, probably not. We already have more likes than viewers. We'll see. All right, love you guys. See you. That was close to a tail strike. Sheesh.